Also, another fighter on the radar who said he'd welcome a fight against you to like the Commonwealth is Paul Smith. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, to be honest, when Paul Smith actually mentioned that, started mentioning my name, I thought it sounded a bit like a bellend because I was supposed to fight Paul Smith and he pulled out, you know, at a week and a half notice, you know, so for him to start calling my name out now, after when he pulled out at a couple of weeks notice on me, you know, I weren't really up for taking him on, but you know, if that fight did happen, you know, I'd be confident in winning the fight. So, you know, it would be a fight for me, you know, but you know, things would have to be right, you know, to take that fight because, you know, he's an experienced fighter. You know, he's no dummy like, but yeah, it would be a good fight, good test as well. Yeah, that'd be definitely a fight I'd be up for.
His younger brother Callum looks like he's about to vacate the British title. Would that be something you'd be interested in? Maybe another crack at Rocky Fielding this time around? Get a good camp?
Yeah, well, with a Rocky fight, like I did have a good camp because I was training for Paul Smith, but obviously Paul Smith pulled out and I took the Rocky fight at 2 days' notice. For a Rocky, you know, who's a good counter puncher, who's awkward, you know, with his distance and a mover. You know, you can't be taking a fight like him at 2 days' notice. And I didn't really have much of a game plan for that fight. I just went in, you know, rushing him, you know, still trying to stick it on him. But you know, Matt and Oliver work together now, you know, so it would be a bit awkward me fighting Rocky. But you know, it is a business at the end of the day, and if the fight happened, it happened. But you know, I'm not looking, you know, I'm not chasing no one now. You know, I've got the title what I want. You know, and you know, as long as I just keep turning up on winning, you know, yeah. You know, look at Paul Smith coming out of the woodwork now, saying he wants to fight me. So yeah.
One of your gym partners, Jack Flatley, who's up and coming. How highly do you rate him?
Yeah, Jack is a tough kid. You know, he's fought a lot of good fighters. You know, he got to the I think it was final in the ABAs, nearly won them. You know, he sparred everyone. He's sparring me, you know, every other week. Sparring Martin Murray, sparring all the top fighters. You know, he's going to be a definitely good kid. He's just got a good signing off Frank Warren, so.
Is it 4 years? 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, I think yeah, definitely, yeah, and he's definitely going to be up there with a big name soon. Few years, he's only a kid, but yeah, a couple more years and he'll be fighting for titles.
How highly do you think he'll get there? Like, how soon do you think it'll be?
Yeah, I think, you know, he's only a baby. Yeah, I think a few more years, 2-3 years, and he'll be there. But yeah, he's like I say, he's only young. He just needs to stay dedicated and in the gym. You know, it is easy to switch off. Yeah.
3 months on from the impressive market, how's it going?
Yeah, basically, I had a good win with Markham and I've just been ticking over, waiting for another date.
You mentioned that on the 12th December, wasn't you?
Basically, I had a bit of an injury, but I could have fought if I wanted to, but I never got the fight what I wanted, you know, so.
What fight were you looking for?
I was looking for another big fight, yeah, so.
You said that in the card, you would show what you saw.
Yeah, but basically, I would have only been boxing the journeyman, so I wanted another, you know, test, so obviously it never happened, so. I just took Christmas off and had a bit of time out of the gym.
What's next then for you? When are you planning on being out next?
I'm up, you know, I've been back in the gym for about 4 weeks now, so I'm just waiting for a date, hoping to defend my Commonwealth again or step up, you know. My manager, Steve Woods and Frank Warren were talking, saying they wanted to push me for something bigger. So yeah, I'm just waiting on a date.
What's good to Frank Warren saying in these recent interviews about how well you'll be doing? Is that inspired to
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm putting the graft in. I'm going. You know, I've just come back from Germany a few weeks ago. A month ago, I went to Germany for a month, sparring Arthur Abraham. And yeah, it was unbelievable. You know.
Is it as like
Yeah, he's an experienced pro. You know, he's fought everyone. He's a big, strong unit like. And I was sparring with him, and I was sparring with the other champions there. So yeah, it was a good experience, and you know, I want to be improving each fight, you know. So when you see me again from the Markham fight, you'll see big improvements.
How many people expected that performance when you did it before? Because Martin's been into like some Corleone, who in the sense of people thought he might play with football.
Yeah, me and my team, we had a good game plan, and to be honest, he is a good, tough kid, you know. But I found it a bit easy in there, you know. There was no way the judges had it as close as it was. I thought I won quite easy, you know. So, you know, and I hurt him in the second round, and then they stopped and just swapped his gloves, you know. Swapped his to give me some like really bad gloves, like Everlast gloves on my hands were killing from the first round, and just swapped his gloves in the second. So I wasn't really happy with that, but you know, it's just one of them. You just got to get on with it.
What's the ideal plan for you then going into 2016? Is it get few events in the Commonwealth?
Basically, I want a busy year. I only had 2 fights last year.
Won the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I won the Commonwealth and defended it against Markham, but that's like 2 fights in a year is really unactive for me. I'm normally having 6 to 7 fights a year, so I wanna be hitting my target this year, like 6 to 7 fights.